Hello once again, you are welcome at Past Biology. Before we hit our series of questions on past question of WASSCE May-June 2017 answers and question objectives, let us now subscribe to that channel that is so simple to understand biology at Past Biology. So hit that subscribe button and so that we can learn together. Now, without much waste of time, let's look at this question here. The question is very simple. It was raised from WASSCE May-June 2017, and the question is a past objective question, numbers 8 to number 10. There, a diagram was represented. If you go to your hard copy, you will see that this diagram was presented, and it was said that an illustration of the human skeleton is shown. A part of the human skeleton is shown, and you can see that part is there labeled number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And then they now say that use this question to answer the following question here. Question number 8 is to answer question number 8, is to answer question number 9, and question number 10. So what do? We have to understand what we are dealing with here. Now let me just use a simple illustration to explain what I'm trying to talk about here. Now this is the bone of this is my arm, all right? This is the arm. The arm is made of the upper arm and the lower arm. This arm bone is called the forelimb in biology. Now, this bone that makes up this upper arm here is called the humerus bone, right? It has a head that fits into the scapular bone here, forming a ball and socket joint. Now, this bone that is called the humerus is the bone of the upper arm. It has a muscle here called the bicep muscle at the top, and then the tricep muscle at the lower part here. Very important. Now, the lower arm here, this lower arm is made of this bone that is part of our elbow. This bone is called the ulna, while the one up here is called the radius that allow this movement. The radius bone allow you to turn your hand if you want to open the car, then maybe your door, or you want to turn on the car ignition. Now, the bone of the wrist here is called the carpal. The bone of the hand here is called the metacarpal, the bone of the hand. Then the digits are called phalanges. So in their order, we have the lower arm made of the digits called phalanges, the bone of the hand called the carpal, the bone of the wrist called the bone of the hand called the metacarpal, the bone of the wrist called the carpal. Then the upper one here is called the radius. The lower one here is called the ulna. It has a point here called the Olecranon. That's the elbow point. Now we have this bone here, the upper arm bone called the humerus. Take note, the bicep is usually attached to the radius part here, while the ulna, the tricep, is usually attached to the Olecranon end. Let's use this knowledge to answer this question now. Now look at the question. That means that we are to label it, this lower part here is going to be called ulna, all right? This upper part is going to be called the radius because it's the bone of the lower arm. This cavity here is called the trochlear groove. Trochlear groove that is used as a socket to form the hinge joint at the elbow. While this place here is called the Olecranon, which is the elbow point for attachment of the tricep, as I said. Now let's answer the question. Very easy, biology. The diagram represents the bone of the A, upper arm, B, lower arm, upper leg. The answer, of course, is lower arm. And that lower arm is the correct answer because it cannot be the upper leg, it cannot be the lower leg. The upper leg, at that diagram I presented in that video, shows the bone of the thigh. That's the femur bone. It has nothing to do with the leg here. So that's the answer for number 8. Then to question 9. Which of the labeled parts articulate with the head of the trochlear to form a hinge joint? Articulate. That word articulate is not English. It's not the grammatical part of articulation. It has to do with movement. Which parts allow for movement with the head of the trochlear, to form a hinge joint? Definitely the part that articulates is this place I call trochlear groove, and it's labeled as number 2. So our answer is this part, and answer is what? B. Okay? The last question, question 10. The labeled parts that provide surface for attachment of tricep muscle. I told you that bicep muscle at the top, tricep is at the lower part. The tricep muscle here attaches to this elbow point. And what do I call the elbow point? Olecranon. What's Olecranon there? Is it A? The answer is no. Is it B? No. Is it C? Yes. So the correct answer is C, and that is the answer. Remember, hit that subscribe button where we learn biology in a very simple way. The next set of answers will come from question 11 forward. Let us continue to learn our biology. Subscribe to our Apex Biology for ongoing learning. Have a great day. Bye.